I get this, like, loungy spot over here.
In the corner.
Yep. It's where I do my dirty deeds.
You're just sitting there winking.
And we are recording now, so whenever we want to start. Nice. Also, I have not prepared jack shit, so I
That's okay.
Yeah.
I have kind of an interactive show and tell.
Okay, cool.
As awful as that sounds.
We'll try and pick up the slack.
All right, you guys ready? Oh, sorry, you're drinking. So let me know when you're ready.
I need my vodka. All right.
Okay, you can't do this show sober. All right, welcome to Dysfunctional Adults, the comedy podcast in which we discuss weird news, pop culture, and being middle-aged dads. I am your host, the illustrious Big Sexy Jason, and these are my co-hosts, Redbeard, also known as Zach.
That would be me.
And Scowling Jonathon.
All right, I suppose that's me.
We'll just call him John. I can't think of a good nickname for you, so. But yeah, we are bitter, cynical Gen-Xers saddled with crippling debt and depressingly past our primes, but that's what makes this podcast so much fun.
So much fun.
How are you guys doing today?
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's always hot.
Very hot.
I'm very wet.
Well, yeah. Excuse me. For anybody who didn't know, that was me running out, closing the door, getting in my car, and driving away. And I'm not good with sound effects.
I'm just glad you didn't mime it.
Yeah. So I guess the big thing is we have the third mic, right? So
Yeah.
we should have less issues with sound.
Yeah, hopefully.
Should.
Because I noticed I was kind of drowned out sometimes with... I'm more soft-spoken. I don't have the booming Ving Rhames voice of Jason.
Right.
Or the sexy Patrick Warburton baritone
Right.
of Zach that
That's
makes you want to take a cold shower every time you hear him talk. But
No, and I did notice that too. And I talked to Jason about it. He's like, fuck that guy. And then...
That's usually what I say whenever he brings up your name.
Yeah.
About anything at all.
Yeah, and I was like, no,
He's
we
like,
need
"Hey,
to
John."
get him in on the show too.
Yeah, well.
So, anyway, in the past, if there was anything I said that you couldn't hear, just think of the most hilarious and poignant thing you've ever heard. Anything you can imagine, that's probably what I said.
Well, you know, the funny thing is like, my wife, Megan, she's in a call center, and when calls are slow, she listens to stuff. And so she was listening to all of our podcasts in a row.
Whoops.
And she comes home, and she's like, you know what? John's really funny. And she said that with a complete tone of incredulous surprise.
That's like her version of my wife saying, "You're not that bad looking."
No, it was
John's actually kind of funny.
He actually has a personality.
I thought he was just some dumbass this whole time that never talked.
No, I mean,
kind of like a charity case of your group.
Yeah.
He
There's always
actually has
one.
some funny
So I guess
contributions.
that means I'm that now. Thanks.
she's only
It has
known
to
you
be.
for like 2 years, and so I've known you for over 30.
2 years is kind of a long time.
Right, but I mean, the funny thing is, she thought you were really serious.
No.
She just was really, really thrown that you are. It's not fair because you're good looking and funny, and all I have is funny. So,
And the whipping boy.
well, you've got an awesome voice.
Oh,
so.
that's true.
Well, people
I guess I am better than you. You're right.
Well, people, yeah, it's opposite when you're good looking. Like people look at Jason and say, "I bet he has a great personality."
Damn it!
People look at me and say, "Well, at least he's pretty." You know, it's like
Because he looks like a dick. You don't look like
they
a
either
dick.
assume you're a stuck-up dick, or that you're just a dumbass who coasts by in life on your looks. So
Well, they see me and they're like, "Wow, he must be jolly." You know, it's just kind of it hurts. I mean, I'm serious. I write poetry.
Oh, God. That angsty bullshit that you send me? Yeah.
Those are sects.
No. Oh. That took on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, I like the beard, the
Oh,
extra
yeah?
length to it. Yeah, I like it. It looks good.
roughing out a little. The shaving takes a slight amount of time and effort.
Yeah.
I don't roll that way. Effort's not my thing.
Now your beard looks really groomed, though. Mine's like wild, and this piece over by my ears, like horizontally growing like 3 feet.
That's what these do. My sideburns stick straight out.
So I gotta trim it. But yours looks good, Zach. You look good too, though.
Should we compare pubes next?
No.
I got a whole racing stripe thing going.
Sweet. Like in a lightning shape.
Yeah, like a Harry Potter scar, but
He's had that since he was a baby.
I shouldn't make fun of it. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, no. But no, that question, like, should we compare pubes? I've had that several times, and since I started Scouts. Usually
Yeah.
from Scoutmasters.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever taken them up on it?
No, I had my rape whistle.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so.
Is that what that sound was? I never came running. I was just like, he's
Help!
fine.
I need an adult!
And you're the Scoutmaster, so.
Oh, no, I'm not. I disavow all of that. So, but I do feel like a man, and that's a weird segue. This week, because I fixed 2 things this week with my bare hands. The first one, I have bare hands, like literally bare hands. Sorry, it's really hot in here, and the sweat's in my eyes, and I'm crying now like a baby girl. So I actually have to use the No Tears shampoo. That's how much of a wuss I am.
I believe it.
So, no, but I fixed our dryer. The heating element went out. And,
Nice.
so instead of buying a new dryer like a normal person with money,
You fixed it yourself like a real man.
well,
For
so
For $40 less than what you would have spent to buy a new one.
actually, I only spent about $40. I bought a kit. I tore the thing apart, which, by the way, incidentally, is a lot easier than putting it back together. Just for the record. So,
Okay.
took about an hour to change the heating element and 4 to put the dryer back together.
Yeah.
And I hurt. And
I'll bet.
Also, I had 10 extra screws when I was done.
So if it falls apart,
Also,
That's
it's,
Megan's fault.
It's definitely not as sturdy as it used to be. Like, the lid keeps, like, popping open. I'm not making that up.
I believe it.
So,
That's funny.
we have a dryer again, but I don't know for how long. So, second thing I fixed was my son's laptop. I replaced the screen. So, I am
That's cool.
acting like a normal
a real man.
dad thing, whatever those are.
Yeah, the testosterone fumes I'm getting right now are
I'm
almost
just
hard to handle.
super proud of myself.
Well,
should
the
be.
beard is kicking in. The testosterone's rising.
Yep.
It's funny you should mention beards because whenever I have a beard, I get a sudden uncontrollable urge to wear flannel and chop wood. And even though I've had like no architectural training, suddenly I know how to build a log cabin.
Yes, yes.
I have no idea why. And then
You played with Lincoln Logs. That's all you need.
I think so.
Yeah, it's
Like every time
exactly
I shave,
like that.
you lose that ability to do that.
I know John asks me all the time, Zach, how do you keep yourself from wearing flannel all the time with this beard? And I don't know, man. I don't
It's
know.
a ponytail.
Yeah, that kind of throws me into
it shifts
the
to
middle
hipster.
age.
That's more like the
Dad.
hipster type.
Yeah.
I think I'm still cool even though I'm 40 years old.
Yeah, I'm wearing loud Hawaiian shirts, and that's not a joke, as you guys know. So,
Well, if you want to
yeah.
get away from that Zach Galifianakis thing, you should probably not wear the Hawaiian shirts.
I don't want to get away from that. It gets me attention.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my victory this week is fixing crap
Nice.
like a normal male adult. So I hear.
Nice.
What about y'all? What have you been up to this week?
Want me to go or you want to go?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I actually took my family to Bear Lake for the weekend.
Are there bears?
I assume there was at some point, which is why it was named that.
Well, what kind of bears? Going back to the flannel and beards.
Pandas, I assume, right?
I'm thinking big fat gay guys. Those
Those kind.
Those kinds of bears.
Hey, not all of us are big and fat. Jason.
If you guys haven't been to Bear Lake, I mean, all our millions of listeners from other states and countries probably don't know what it is, but it's called the Caribbean of the Rockies because it's
Okay.
this clear, greenish blue, really beautiful water right on the Utah-Idaho border. And for those of us like Jason who are, bordering on not real men, and the whole, roughing it thing isn't really your style. I mean, the campground we stayed at had showers, it had a mini golf course, it had a swimming pool, and there was a full-out grocery store and a hardware store right next to it.
Nice.
So you're really roughing it here.
Well,
And it's just like minutes from Garden City, which has some surprisingly good restaurants for a small town. So like if you're, roasting your hot dogs over the campfire is not working out, you can say screw it and just drive 5 minutes and have some tapas or some wood-fired pizza or something like
Nice.
let's be clear. My definition of roughing it is 30 minutes without Wi-Fi. So
that. No, they even have Wi-Fi, so you don't even have to deal with that.
there we go.
We're-
Camping as it was meant to be.
Let's do
So
it.
yeah, family in Bear Lake. But there was one sign that I thought was a little misleading that I thought I would bring up. So I was driving past a RV park, and I saw a sign that said "full service hookups." Can you imagine some like horn dogs going down the street, seeing that sign, slamming on their brakes? Hot damn, Merle, we're getting laid tonight.
Wait, why is he with his wife?
I didn't say he was with his wife.
He said hot damn Merle.
Merle's a man's name.
Merle's a man. Is it a man's name?
It's like
Merle.
Oh, okay,
like Merle Haggard type
All right,
thing?
all right, Merle Haggard.
Anyway, I imagine those guys like slamming on their brakes, jumping out of their car, pants already around their ankles, and then finding out that full service hookups meant water and electricity
Right.
and septic tanks for like a motorhome.
Well,
So whoever put up that sign, that's blatant false advertising, man. Just please think of the horn dogs.
I feel like there's more to this story as it pertains to John. Did you embarrass yourself?
I will not. I will neither confirm nor deny that allegation. So, while I'm talking about Bear Lake, I do have one other Bear Lake story from years back.
Okay.
when he got a full service hookup.
Yeah.
No, this is actually not dirty. It's embarrassing, but in a different way entirely.
Okay.
Okay, so the whole area is famous for their raspberries. I don't know if you've ever been up there, but famous Bear Lake raspberry shakes. They have little shake shacks all over the town advertising their famous shakes. And this is probably like 10, 12 years ago. I decided I wanted a shake, so I stopped at one of these places and ordered the shake. And next to the register, they had this big jar of pickles. There was a sign, jumbo pickles, $1. So I thought, hey, pickle sounds pretty good. So I told the guy at the register, hey, I'll have one of these pickles too. So he rang me up, and then he goes in the back to get my shake. So while I'm waiting, I open the jar of pickles, I take my pickle and take a bite out of it. And this is the nastiest pickle you've ever eaten. It's all rubbery and like bitter tasting. And so the guy turns back with my shake, and he stops and like stares at me like I'm eating a live puppy or something. And he's like, he goes, no, dude, I got your pickle back here. That jar is just for display. I stare at him. He's like, those pickles have been here for like 5 years. So if you ever wonder how good a 5-year-old pickle tastes, the answer is not very. Every time I go there, I think of that story, and I'm half tempted to see if I could find that specific Shake Shack, so I can stop and see if the pickle jar is still there.
Yeah.
And if they have a warning on it now for display only.
And your picture next
because
to
of me. Because apparently, I'm that guy that makes it so they need like a label saying "Do not eat" on rat poison.
Yeah.
Or, the warnings that say "harmful if swallowed" on a box of thumbtacks.
Right.
Apparently, I'm that guy. Or my personal favorite, I remember renting a chainsaw once and seeing a warning that said "Do not stick blade near face or genitals."
Take all the fun out of it.
Did you take the credit for it right then and there?
I'm that guy that would apparently stick a chainsaw down my pants if the warning doesn't specifically say not to. So.
Nothing impresses the ladies like putting a chainsaw down your pants.
So I've heard.
Well, we just got finished talking about how, people look at you and they either think you're a dumbass or...
Yeah.
I'm just reminding you. I don't know if that matters. It just seems poignant right now.
Yeah, the guy, the pickle sir probably just shook his head and said, well, at least he's good looking. So.
I think it was
He's got something going for him.
He offered you another pickle.
Yeah. He just... It's like, well, why $1? You can have this whole jar for... I just want to see if you can eat them and if you'll survive the night if you do.
I was thinking he was going to take you out back. He's like, hey, I've got some better pickles out here.
Oh, my.
And John blacks out. He doesn't know what happened between that.
It's an honest mistake, though. I have to say.
They had a right by the register.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that could only happen to you. I don't have that kind of luck.
I don't know if I'd call it luck. But yeah, no, I'm glad you didn't die from... What, botulism?
I mean, I only had the one bite, but
yeah,
I
would have loved to see
bad.
his face. That sounds hilarious.
Those things have been baking in the sun for 5 years.
Yeah, and that look he gave me, I may as well have been munching on a human arm or something. Anyway, so that's took the family to Bear Lake. That was my Bear Lake story from years back. So. Zach?
What have I been doing? I've been editing for the past few days, just editing, and I can't tell you how many times I've closed out of my browser, or not my browser, my application that I edit with, and it says, "Are you sure you want to close this?" without saving, and I just click yes for no reason. And lose all of the work that I've done. But
Well, that's stupid. Why would they say it that way? Just say, save, yes or no, Then you say, yes, I would like to save.
well, yeah, that's fair, but it was a pretty simple question that I was unable to answer
to a
correctly.
Genie, though, like, are you sure you don't want to maybe think about saving? Yes or no? To which question am I asking?
Well, okay, yeah, that's
yes,
a bit much.
You're not sure, or yes, you want to save, or no, you don't. You're just like, I'm so confused.
I shouldn't have to be that confused. You're right. You're right. But yeah, I lost a lot of information, but I got it done. I got the book done. This is the one that Dave Butler's been waiting on for 2 years.
Rock Band 2.
Yeah, Rock Band 2.
Snake Handling Man.
Steak Handling Man.
Available now at Amazon.
Not yet. I just submitted it for review, so
The ebook
soon.
Is.
Oh, the ebook is, yes.
But
sorry.
yes, wait till the
you're
Audible
right.
book comes out, because Zach has...
Yeah, this
does
is
it-
about me, Jason.
does an awesome
Screw
job.
David Butler. I don't give a shit if it was his
Hey, you know what?
creation.
With audiobooks, it becomes more than just the author, it becomes the reader, too.
And I do love those characters.
You do them well.
I love Twitch.
Twitch is awesome. The fairy, the gender fluid fairy.
Gender fluid fairy. So funny. Such a
Literally
funny
gender
character.
fluid, like can change shape.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Changes from female to male at a whim.
And causes one of the other characters some real sexual confusion.
Yes. You know you do, Mike. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey, Mikey. Love that. So that's what I've been doing. I got that done, and I'm going to start recording the next one, the third book in the series, here pretty soon, while editing your book.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
So
Thank you.
that's next on the list.
Awesome.
That was like 9 effing gigs that I downloaded from
For Valkyria.
from the OneDrive. I couldn't believe how much information it was because WAV files are so big.
Right.
And of course, there's all our mistakes in it and everything else. I wasn't prepared for it. So the first try, it failed at like 8 gigs. It's like, oh, sorry. And it can't pick up where it left
Right,
off.
it can't stop. It has to I'm taking it back.
Yeah, you don't get it
It's
anymore.
like the spit where you're like lowering the loogie down.
Yeah.
And you just suck it right back up.
Yeah,
There's a point
like
of
you
no
do to
return
John.
where it can't. Like your brothers ever pin you down when you were a kid and have the loogie hanging
Yeah.
over their face? There's a point of no return when they can't suck it
Yes.
back.
Where gravity grabs it.
They try and go like as close as they can. You guys never had older brothers.
No.
You guys are the older
We are the
brothers.
ones who
Yeah,
were
I never did that to my brother though.
I
You
did.
should have. It's not too late.
I did not.
Seb is still smaller
Hopefully he
than you,
doesn't listen to
right?
this podcast and I can surprise him.
Just jump on his back, pin him down,
Yep.
sit on his arm.
My little brother Billy does MMA fighting. He can kick my ass.
Sweet.
So
But you have multiple other brothers, and they're all skinnier than you.
that's true.
And you have 2 friends that we could probably hold him down regardless of the MMA fighting.
He's just like, hey guys, what's up? Get him. And then we're all bloody and bruised
Yeah.
afterwards. You guys want a Sprite? Yeah, I'll take one.
I'll take one. Thanks for the workout, guys.
I like you guys are good sparring partners. So,
That's all I'm doing. I haven't been doing anything else.
oh, that's okay. It sounds like you've been working hard.
Yeah.
So, it's good
Nice.
stuff.
A little mind fried, but I feel good.
Bet. Well, I wanted to bring up something. I actually watched Back to the Future over the weekend. I had my youngest stay over for a couple days, Ben, because the rest of the kids went with my ex-wife to a church camping thing. And anyway, we finished Avatar: The Last Airbender, so we were looking for something to watch. And Megan's like, "Yeah, Jason, you get to pick." So I picked Back to the Future because I haven't seen it forever, and that movie actually remarkably holds up well.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really well paced and still pretty funny. Especially the stuff with, him and his mom, kind of
Right.
reminded me of our first episode. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what it reminds you
The whole
of.
measuring thing.
measuring thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it was so long ago. But yeah, it's actually still a pretty good movie. So I think Ben enjoyed it. I don't know if Megan did. But yeah, it was
Those
fun.
millennials. They don't know what they like.
And that movie came out before she was born.
Hey, please don't remind me.
By like 10 years, too. Like, wasn't even close.
Cradle robber.
I'm not a cradle robber. I am a little bit older than my wife, but I am very immature and she's very mature, so we definitely
balances out.
meet in the middle. So, but yeah, so it's been a good week. Facebook's rocking. Our Facebook page is rocking.
Yeah, it's
We've got
doing well.
A lot of new people.
We might, by the time this episode is finished recording tonight, we may be at 300 people.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so the memes are awesome that we're putting on there.
Yeah.
Zach mainly handles everything with this podcast, just so you guys know.
Not really.
It's true. John and I just show up. He brings all the equipment, and we don't even help him set it up. We're just like
Yeah,
watching.
they just sit here.
Sit here and
I'm
watch.
sweating.
And we're not even
eating
talking.
chips
We're not
while
even
he's
talking to each other. We're just staring at him while he sets it all up by himself.
And for some reason, I feel like I might do something wrong.
He's like, guys, can I get a hand? We're like, no, you're good. We're just sitting here eating the Cheetos while he's...
And then we'll occasionally John and I will share a look and kind of nod in disapproval, just to screw with Zach, to make him think he's doing something wrong.
And it's my equipment. I know how to do it. I fall for it every time.
No, Zach is the heart of the show. He
No,
got
don't
the
say
equipment. He edits the episodes. We have him sleeping with various like agents to try and get us syndicated on iHeartRadio.
Oh wait, there was a point to sleeping with them?
Oh yeah,
I've just been doing that part.
They're like, hey guys, I'm getting a lot of action. Well, not good enough because we're still on iHeartRadio.
Wait, what? Oh no.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
It wasn't iHeartRadio.
Right.
It was Pandora because
We need to get on Pandora.
nobody listens to Pandora.
Nobody listens to Pandora. Actually, some people do. And I think of those people, and we're probably going to lose at least half of our listeners, as the people that still use AOL. It's just kind of like, really, Pandora?
Or the people who still use Yahoo.
Yeah,
Hey, wait a minute.
John.
I have the same email address I had 20 years ago.
I
damn it.
know.
You're very committed. I love that about you.
good
You've
enough
been at
for-
your job for a long time. You've been with your wife for a long time. You've had the same email for a long time. You've been best friends with this dude for a long
Change
time.
is scary. Man. If it
Your
ain't-
underwear, you've been wearing the same pair for how long?
Oh man, decades.
Yeah, it's-
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
so when he,
Or tape it back together with like safety pins and stuff in the case of the underwear.
John was my best man at my wedding last year, and he got up and gave the speech. And he's like, really? I've only been friends with Jason because I just haven't branched out. And thank you. And he
That
sat
was a
down. That was the whole
nice-
speech.
Wow.
That's not true. I nailed it with
He
my
did.
speech.
He did nail it. It was a
People
really
enjoyed
It
my
was a
speech.
really good speech. It was a little bit hard to hear for some people because it was so loud. He didn't have a microphone, but
Sounds like our podcast.
it was good. So, but
I have to take it back. I have been watching Impractical Jokers.
I love that show.
And we really missed the boat.
That
when
was
we were
our
children.
destiny.
It really was. We
should-
were doing things like that anyway.
When we went to the mall,
Yeah.
do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the cell phone incident?
Yeah.
That was pager.
Oh, was it a pager?
Because this is
That's
like
right.
the 90s.
Yeah, I was really cool. I had a pager in high
You
school.
went to buy a new pager, and you went in like a suit and sunglasses, like Men in Black style.
No, he was wearing the Scream mask and a cloak.
I don't think I was
we
wearing the
we
mask.
were
I thought I
wearing
was just wearing the
cloaks.
cloak.
I thought
Oh.
No, it was him. He was wearing the
Was it
cloak.
you?
It was him.
I thought I was wearing the cloak, and then
I
you guys
know
would
I was
speak for
wearing-
me.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were in the middle of us
Called
wearing
me
a
Lord
cloak,
Thomas.
and we would like flank you on the sides and say the master requires to look at this page.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, we enjoyed doing things like that. We could have made a whole business of it. It turns out.
yeah.
Apparently,
Rich
yeah.
and famous.
Well, then there was that time they had those glass elevators. This was a Crossroads Mall that's gone now, right?
Crossroads
Yeah,
has been
it's gone.
gone for a while. yeah.
But they had those glass elevators, and John and I, we pretended to be making out. No kissing transpired.
Aw.
But we did wait till the last second, right before the doors opened, because we could see there was a crowd assembling to get on the
And
elevator.
you'd hug.
And we just started vigorously hugging, like we were rubbing each other's backs.
And as soon as it opens, the people catch us in a tender embrace, and we quickly put our hands down as if nothing happened. And
See, nowadays that wouldn't be scandalous, but back in
people
the
would
90s,
shrug now. But
Yeah.
in the 90s, yeah, it's-
it was pretty good. There was some good, funny looks. I think that was the same day we did the stupid pager thing.
Was it?
Yeah. We were just wreaking havoc on the mall because it was summertime.
We had nothing to do, but
No.
hey, we entertained ourselves. Kids these days,
It's
they
true.
don't know how to do that.
We were driving. John was driving his big 40-year-old Suburban.
yes.
Eduardo Sanchez.
Oddly, it was only 20 years old at the time. It'd be 45
6 miles to
years
the
old
gallon,
now.
right?
You
Oh,
said
yeah.
it was much older. You said it was created before the Earth.
Well, yes. Officially,
Eduardo
it was in
Sanchez.
1976.
Oh, that was Echo. For some
I thought
reason.
you farted.
Yes, I fart digitally.
Yeah, okay, because I think you'd gotten that installed.
That app.
There's an app for that. Yeah.
No, it was funny. We used to drive around that thing, and it kept having radiator problems. It would just drop,
Yeah.
it'd blow its load on the street all the time. But how's things on the dad front? Any interesting stories? Funny stories? No.
If you guys want to go.
No, it's just a family vacation season.
Yeah, anything funny from the vacation with your kids?
We don't want to hear anything tender. We don't want to hear anything interesting. We want to hear funny.
That's true. This is all about funny. We don't want anything else.
Make it interesting, John. I mean, funny.
Do your kids try to drown each other, or?
Well, always, but they have life jackets, so there's only so much they can do.
Dance monkey.
On the
You
spot.
can cut this part
No,
out.
Yeah,
I need time to think of these
me
things.
too.
You
That's
can't
why I
just
wanted
do
you
it
to
on
go
the
first.
Don't ask questions like that we need time to think about.
Fine. Next time I'll text the
If I can
text
think-
the questions.
if I can think
what
of
are
a-
you, Joe Biden? You need the questions beforehand.
Well, like, you know, we don't do any preparation work for this. You're the only one that does.
Well, I did. I thought of I had
Oh,
the
you had
Bear
some
Lake
good stories.
stories
You
and
had some
stuff,
great
but then you
stories.
Yeah, you
catch
do.
me off guard with
yeah, we're just
kid
teasing you.
stories. It's like,
I'll tell you some funny kid stories that I was thinking of today. These aren't really recent, maybe a year ago. But let me preface this with saying that I have nothing against people who love different ways. You know, gay, straight, whatever. You know, I've got good friends who are gay. But when you're a teenager, you don't have a filter and you don't consider the ramifications of the things that you say. So last year around this time, we were picking up a Chili's order downtown Salt Lake, and I had brought my teenage daughter, Elizabeth, with me. Elizabeth has a specific ability to not think about what she's going to say before she says it. And so we pulled up and we did the whole thing because it was COVID time where you had to order and they'd bring it out to you. And the gentleman who's serving us was this good-looking guy, but he was feeling a certain stereotypical description of what a gay man is. He was
Your gaydar was going off.
he was super flamboyant. He was wearing short shorts, like way short. I mean, he had nice legs. You know?
Did you get his number for me?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I mean, he was calling everybody honey, you know, and he was just fully into and that's fine. But we got our food, and then he went in the restaurant, and my daughter Lizzie, out of the blue, she's like, gay. I said, Lizzie, no, shush. It's one of those moments where, and she got it from that show Community.
Oh, I remember that.
Chang, yeah.
with
Senor
Chang.
Chang.
And she was just being a ham because I guess nowadays even my teenage daughters, you know, have gay friends, so it's not like she's a hater in any way, shape, or
Right.
form. But she's like me. She just wants to be funny. She got that from me, and I got in a lot of trouble when I was little. I remember being in church school in primary, and just thinking I was killing the room. And one of the primary teachers was like, "You are the rudest little boy." She said that to me.
Oh,
I was like 7.
that's a traumatic experience.
And I still remember it.
Yeah.
So she got that from me. So she just, you know, whatever's funny is what she'll
Yeah.
say. And so I had to bite my lip, and we had to have a talk, you know. About,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
But so when your kids say funny things, you know. But
I had a funny blurt out in church once, like 25 years ago. When I was in Sacramento, I was probably 16 or so. I was sitting next to this neighbor girl that lived down the street that we were friends and kind of flirted a little bit, but we didn't ever date or anything. But
just real quick, for those non-Utah, non-LDS, Sacrament's like Mass.
Mass, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
where
the
you
big
take the bread and water, the Eucharist.
gathering.
So super sacred, super solemn, just to give
It's very, quiet and reverent, whatever you want to use. Anyway, I was sitting next to this girl, and she reached over in my shirt pocket, and I thought she was going to take out my handkerchief, which, I mean, would be gross to borrow it too, but then she grabbed my nipple and twisted it. I was going, ow, what the hell? And, I mean, hell is not that bad of a word, but again, this is right in the middle of church. It was like, you could hear a pin drop. It was like so quiet, and I looked around, everyone's like looking at me, and I said, oh, sorry.
You're like, hell is a bad place.
She was laughing so hard she had to run out of the room to compose herself outside. But yeah, you ever get your nipple twisted in the middle of church? Some
like
words come out that you shouldn't say.
Like I said, it could only happen to you. I'm not that
Apparently
lucky.
so.
Yeah, no girl twists my nipples. Hey, Megan.
It's not the same when you ask him to do it or
No.
you're expecting it.
Darn it. Do you want to give a shout out today? Because today is the birthday of one of our oldest friends, JT.
Sorry, who? I hope he's listening so he can hear me say that.
I'm going to try and get him to listen by telling him that we gave him a shout out.
Perfect. We miss you, buddy.
Happy birthday, JT.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, JT.
It is his birthday, right?
It's this week. Yeah, I think it is today.
He
was like a month older.
Also one of our oldest friends.
Yeah.
But he was with us on some of these stories we told. Like
He also mooned a car in the middle of the street. He mooned you.
he had
in
he has
broad
mooned me. I
daylight.
think we've all seen his lily white ass time or two.
I've seen it
before.
about twice.
Didn't he streak in a Smith's parking lot once? Or
I've
was
heard-
that Richard?
That was Richard.
I love how the moment I say his name, you're like, yeah, I was that guy.
Yeah.
We miss you too, Richard, if you ever listen to this.
Yeah, we want to see your butt again.
Zach doesn't speak for all of us, just so you know. But I agree. Did you have time to think of anything, Zach?
For what?
Just make something up?
Oh, about my kid? He said a cute thing the other day. It wasn't funny. Jonathan's, we make you have to be funny.
Oh,
I'm allowed to do serious things.
gotcha.
No, but we went camping the other day, me, my mom, and my son, and we were going to do the Wonderstone quarries out by Vernon, Utah. And we camped there, and we were in the tent, and it was nighttime. The stars were out, the moon was out. And he says, Dad, that shooting star keeps blinking. And I was like, oh, no, that's a regular star. That's not a shooting star. A shooting star flies across the sky. And he goes, oh, I wish I could catch one of those.
Aww.
And it's so cute because, you know, the way kids think, they don't know all this stuff, and it's so innocent, and I miss being that innocent.
The world is magical.
Are you the one,
Yeah.
the dad who crushes his dreams? Well, that's just stupid, son.
Well,
That
yeah.
would burn you up.
Yeah, I had to tell him that. No. I just let him. I just sat there and enjoyed the moment instead.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Oh, that's great. So I'm not trying to squeeze stories out of you guys. I just,
It feels like he is, doesn't it?
It kind of does. Let us know in advance if you want us to prepare a specific thing.
Is that his? Maybe that's
I can come up
his fetish. Maybe we shouldn't kink
Catching
shame
us
him.
on the spot?
Yeah.
Are you kink shaming me?
No. I just said I don't want to kink shame. Sorry.
Well, I think this is probably a good time to take a break.
Yep.
We'll be right back with Show and Tell. Gosh, I can't say that without it sounding
No,
dirty.
it always sounds
We need to
bad.
call it something else.
No, we don't.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, thanks for staying with us. We've got some interesting show and tell stuff going on here. I say a lot right now when I'm browsing on my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and go first, and we've got a little exercise that we're going to kind of put. I just hit John's mic.
Yeah, this ass made us do homework. I pride myself in getting all of my work done for the podcast in my own time, but then Jason, he comes in with his little project.
Yeah, well, I like causing pain and misery. So that's what my mom told me growing up. So she just said, you're just a pain and misery to me. So, yeah, I know. You probably have heard about the Myers-Briggs personality test. There's one specific website I like to go to. It's the 16 Personalities. I think just 16personalities.com. They have some pretty creative way of kind of analyzing your answers to the basic Myers-Briggs model. And so I made these two jokers take the test. And do you guys remember what you were?
Yeah. I have it saved right here so we can read it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, John. What are you? And tell us what it means.
It had me. It didn't have dumbass who eats 5-year-old pickles. So I had to pick the next closest thing, which it labeled me as an adventurer. ISFP-A and then / ISFP-T. I don't know the difference between those, but it says adventurer personalities are true artists, but not necessarily in the typical sense when they're out painting happy little trees. Often enough, though, they are perfectly capable of this. Rather, it's that they use aesthetics, design, and even their choices and actions to push the limits of social convention. Adventurers enjoy upsetting traditional expectations with experiments in beauty and behavior. Chances are they've expressed more than once the phrase, "Don't box me in." It says we are happy to be who we are. Adventurers live in a colorful, sensual world inspired by connections with people and ideas. If the word sensual is referring to everything gives you an erection, then I would say yes. It's like I'm going hiking. It's like, sunshine, there's a boner. Like, wildflowers, damn it, there's an erection.
I just think it's a deviance.
It says we're inspired by the sensual world. So if we see everything as sensual, then yeah. It says these personalities take joy in reinterpreting these connections, reinventing and experimenting with both themselves and new perspectives. No other type explores and experiments in this way more. This creates a sense of spontaneity, making adventurers seem unpredictable even to their close friends and loved ones. I mean, there's a whole lot more stuff, but
cool. So ISFP.
ISFP, and then it has both the A and the T. I don't know why.
I believe the T stands for turbulent. I don't remember what A stands for.
A is...
Is it supposed to pick one or the other, though? Or...
You usually have results that pick one or the other, but...
A is assertive.
Okay. So
yes, ISFP.
Okay, I don't know how much the T and A matter, but...
I know how much it matters.
I just said T and A, and that was not scripted, audience.
Can we talk about my loneliness for a little while, or is that, like, off topic?
There's no topic, so therefore there's no off topic.
Okay, great. Let's talk about me.
Let's tell us.
You know, if I remember correctly, I'm an INFPT, which makes me a mediator, I think. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And of course they have like a picture
of a
hippie, like skipping through the forest, holding a flower.
Well, you do wear floral print shirts, and you currently have a ponytail.
And let's be real, I smoke pot.
There you go.
So, conclusion, this is funny because the first one I took, I was the rarest, whatever that one was. I can't remember. It was INFJ or something like that.
Okay.
In the last time I took one of these tests, and I took like one of the longer ones. And as I've gone through recovery and gone through all of these programs that I've gone through for my mental health, I find it funny and it makes sense that I have changed in fundamental ways that would change my personality a little bit. So I found this very interesting. But conclusion, few personality types are as poetic and kind-hearted as mediators, INFPs.
True.
With their unique gifts, mediators can overcome all sorts of challenges and obstacles and brighten the lives of those around them in the process, unless they're named John.
It does say that.
It does. Mediators' creativity, imagination, and kindness prove to be invaluable in many areas, including their own personal growth, which is basically what my life has been for the past, 6 months, has been a personal growth journey. Yet mediators can be tripped up in areas where idealism and altruism are more of a liability than an asset, and I can say that's a 100% right there. When it comes to finding or keeping a partner, making friends, pursuing a meaningful career, or planning for the future, people with this personality type may need to consciously develop their weaker traits and gain new skills, even as they draw on their many strengths. So, I don't know how much you want me to read.
That's good. Fun fact, Megan's the same personality type. So
really?
If you were a chick, we'd probably be married or dating or something.
Or
That explains the attraction. Yeah, at least doing it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So I probably need to take it again, but I am...
we don't... this is about us.
It's about all of us, and you'll see what I'm...
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be a dick. Is it working?
There's no us without me.
That's fair.
That's how you spell us. JASON. So I took it, and I was the INTJ. It's the architect. Sounds like super...
lame.
No, it sounds like... Yeah, it does.
Hey, mine said I was colorful and charming, so...
Well... mine says, an architect is a person with introverted, intuitive thinking and judging personality traits. These thoughtful tacticians love perfecting the details of life, applying creativity and rationality to everything they do. Their inner world is often a private, complex one. And it goes and says that my personality type's thirsty for knowledge, but I can also be kind of a dick. It says that there too. So
all of these things ring true. Sorry.
Well, it's funny. It does say that I have a tendency to be judgmental, and I remember when John and I first took these, John's like, I never wanted to say it to you, but
You sit in the dark, just like brooding, just judging us, just staring at us.
You are the judgy peacock.
that's right. I am the judgy peacock.
No wonder you hate the judgy peacock. He's you.
You're just sitting there shaking your head. Look at that adventurer frolicking in those wildflowers, and painting happy little trees.
Yeah, and I think, this was a couple years ago when I took it, so I'd like to take it again. I should have, because I think I actually might have a different result this time. But going off of that, I searched the web for all kinds of different Myers-Briggs personality, like, fun things. And so I am texting my ex-wife real quick.
So am I.
She asked about my kids.
I'm texting your
Jason's
ex-wife.
ex-wife?
Yes.
Why do you think she's his ex-wife?
No, she was just asking about one of my kids. Sorry. So you can cut that out.
No.
Damn.
The new rule is what happens in here stays on the podcast.
Damn it!
She's asking about where the kids are.
No.
You're like, oh crap, I was supposed to be watching them. It's my turn with the kids. See you guys.
It's my visitation.
Here, I'm getting a car and drive off.
Told her to drop them off at the zoo.
That was 9 hours ago.
Speaking of zoo, so I found, what kind of animal would you be based on your Myers-Briggs personality test?
John's an octopus
So-
because he's a dick.
I'm
Punch
gonna-
fish.
Yes.
I will start with the INFP, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I should know that by
Yes, INFP.
now. INFP. You, Zach, are the Asian elephant.
Okay.
It says,
Not quite as large and impressive as the African
Right.
one, but
but the trunk.
Oh. Ladies.
And you have tusks down there, too. I don't know why.
It's a weird place to have those.
It's a biological anomaly. It says, compassionate, wise, and even sentimental. We couldn't imagine a better fit for the INFP personality type. These gentle giants are one of the only animals that show a great capacity for empathy, which is actually kind of true.
Oh.
Researchers have watched female elephants help baby elephants climb up muddy banks or out of holes. They've seen elephants assisting others that are injured, pulling out tranquilizer darts, or even spraying dust on each other's wounds. These empathetic animals even mourn their dead and comfort other elephants that are mourning. So,
Aw.
oh.
good job.
Well, thanks.
So you're one of the least dickish of all animals.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Why you sound so surprised, John?
I mean, I'm with John on this.
ISFP. Hold on.
Please say it's an octopus. I would, or the
Judgy peacock.
Yeah.
ISFP. John, you are appropriately the leopard
Yes.
because he went to East High. And anybody who's seen that awful movie, High School Musical, must know that the mascot is not the wildcat, it's the leopard. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Damn right.
Yes.
Elusive, empathetic, and striking. Damn it.
Yes.
Right?
The leopard captures the enigmatic nature of the IFSP. Like ISFP, these big cats enjoy their solitude but have an unusual empathy for other creatures at times.
When they're not like eating them and ripping the jugular out of a gazelle or something, you know?
The leopard is cunning, resourceful, and likes its space and alone time.
Yes. I like it.
So
Just this podcast drains you for like a week. That's why we can only do the podcast weekly, right?
Yeah, yeah.
and here's the kicker. INTJ is the octopus.
No way. You are the
Punches fish
octopus.
just to be a dick.
Creative, clever, and strategic. The octopus captures the outside-the-box intelligence of INTJ. Well, these invertebrates are powerful hunters, strategically creating ways to outsmart predators. They can navigate their way through mazes, solve problems quickly, and even play, which is a clear sign of animal intelligence.
So you're as smart as an animal. That's fantastic, Jason.
Not even like a vertebrae animal.
Right.
One like at the bottom of the evolutionary scale.
But may have alien DNA, according to some obscure blog posts.
Much like yourself.
All right, so we're going to get a little bit nerdy here, and we are going to decide what classic video game character you are based on your personality type.
Nice.
So, Zach, IFNJ is Princess Zelda.
Yeah. I mean, I am a
can
little
see it.
girly sometimes. It's true.
Zelda is strong but introverted character. She has a deep caring for others and does what she has to do for her people. She's intuitive and instinctively knows who she can and cannot trust. Not really. She always trusts Ganon. And wisely puts her faith in the right people. Zelda is deep and very spiritual. She is kind and intense, but always ready for whatever challenges come her way, even if it means delegating responsibility to the right people.
You could have stopped at ready. I'd have been fine with that. Ladies.
All right, let's see, John. Who are you? Oh, that's a kick in the nuts.
To me or to you?
To me.
Well, good then.
You are
even better.
Link.
Yes. I can hook up with Zach.
Hell yeah. I mean, no, don't.
Link is introverted and intelligent. He is in touch with the physical world around him and is a strong warrior. He is dependable and loyal to those he cares for and has a way of getting the job done. He keeps to himself most of the time until he gets pulled into using his skills for helping others.
Nice.
That's usually like, hey, John, come help me move.
Damn it.
Come
on, Ganon.
I am Falco from Star Fox. Why are all these characters that I am dicks?
Isn't Falco like the stuck-up, lonely kind of one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's driven and task-oriented. He's quick to give commands and wants to get the job done. He is witty and sometimes sarcastic. No. Especially when he feels that others are not accomplishing the goal efficiently enough. He is considered brash and self-confident, but also very loyal to his pilots. He can accurately predict what will happen in the field of battle and has an intuitive sense about things.
And what's funny about that is when Falco took the test, the animal that he is the octopus as well. So it's kind of
wait, I'm a
came
falcon.
full circle. Yeah.
How am I supposed to be another?
Built in, yeah.
All right, so there's so many of these. We don't have time for all of them, but I will take one that is a little bit saucy here.
Remember that Zach let us down and brought nothing for show and tell, so we have to kind of make up for
What are you talking about? I've got something.
Oh, you do? You said you didn't. You just
I
found
didn't.
It right now?
I found it while you guys were talking. I wasn't paying attention to what's going on. I was playing on my phone.
All right, then. Apologies.
So I'm going to do just
Zelda.
one or two.
Hey, Link.
All right, so this one is how you view and like to have sex based on your Myers-Briggs personality type.
Yes.
All right, Zach.
All right.
Sex preferences for your personality type.
Come on, missionary.
Operate on two levels, the here and now, and the deep and passionate. You're happy to engage in no-strings casual sex,
Yes.
so long as that person is kind, considerate, and giving. I'm kind, considerate, and giving.
Apparently, I'm ready.
Always.
Always.
No strings attached.
However, you're most at home in a relationship when you can attach feelings to the act itself. You love making sure your partner is satisfied, and you tend to make physical connection a crucial part of relationship maintenance.
Wow.
How true is that? You don't need
Well,
to
no,
answer that.
I'd like to speak to that a little bit because the whole no strings attached thing, that's never been me. I've never been able to do that. And that might be because of some of the things that happened in my life, in my head, but I've never been able to do that. That's not me. But the rest of it, yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
So sorry, Jason, I didn't mean to burst your bubble. I know you were all excited.
I'll keep trying.
I know.
So...
Meanwhile, Link over here's got the magic key.
Oh,
So you got a Christian Grey thing going on here?
it's the monster key.
50
Christian Gay
Shades
from
of-
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, as I say.
That came up in our text messages this week. We're talking about how we had turned the tables on the alien Greys. They
Right.
keep coming down and like molesting humans. We're gonna capture one and we're gonna molest it.
Right, right.
And John said
After
it would
all-
be 50 Shades of Greys.
I'm just thinking, of all these decades of anal probing, they need a taste of their own medicine.
I agree 100%. I'm in.
They like to do that and eat cows. Apparently, cattle mutilations are
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
anyway.
Cows must be a delicacy for them.
After they probe the cows.
Right.
John says ISTP, right? I'm terrible at remembering this.
Let me double check. ISFP.
ISFP. Oh, I almost messed that up. So hold on. I am your capable host, Jason King. Shut up, Zach. Oh, ISFPs don't have sex. That's what it says here. It
It says no such thing.
says
We're
whether by
sensual artists. We probably do it in public places and in like national parks and stuff.
well, it says whether by choice or not. ISFPs are celibate. No, it doesn't say that.
Not true. You heard that moose story from a week or so ago.
Says ISFPs tend to be laid back about sex. You like to explore new people in the moment, both mentally and physically, even if you look back at some of your encounters with lackluster emotion. You are unlikely to experience peak physical pleasure, though, until you're in a relationship with someone you trust. You may have trouble orgasming with new partners, but you love sex when it feels right.
You can trust me, John. You can trust me now.
So they're like the hit it or quit it type personality type. That's awesome.
All right, we're going to skip me.
No, we're not.
I know. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. All right, sad, scary. Say, INTJs may embrace a casual fling or two. Not true, by the way. But they tend to explore their sexual side of the committed relationship. You love being in a relationship, and your sex preference includes consistency every Saturday night.
You look at a clock, you're just counting down.
Pull out your
Hey,
little...
honey, it's time. That's like a notebook. He writes down
There's a Alexa reminder. Ba-ding!
Jason, it's time for sex. Thanks, Alexa. Okay, honey, you heard Alexa. What Alexa says goes. I think it's a law.
I just imagine, like, every time it goes off, she goes...
So yeah, you're doing it on a schedule, and I'm like the Burning Man type, with like 50 people in a yurt type thing. Anyway, keep going.
You can ask for whatever you want, learn new ways to get your partner off. Like everything else in life, you take sex as a challenge.
I can do better than that, buddy, I swear.
A way to go broader and deeper, learning more about your significant other, and exploring new sensations together. My wife is going to kill me.
I like it to try and like better yourself. It took 17 minutes last time, honey. I'm going for 15 this time.
I've got like a stopwatch.
And stop. 15 minutes on the
Scribble
dot.
some notes on a pen and paper.
Oh man, there's like a leaderboard up there. It's just me though.
Pretty good today, but I'll never beat my performance from May 6, 2019. That was a good day.
Oh, that was fantastic.
I've been training. All right, that's all I got. There are some really funny ones. But anyway, I might post the thing on our Facebook, what personality type you are, and tell us, post back, comments and tell us what personality type you are. And I don't really need to know about your sexual proclivities, but
if
If he
you ever
wants
thought
to know,
Zel-
he's just being shy.
If you ever thought Zelda was hot, drop Zach a line.
I'm here.
Yep.
I'm waiting.
Zach's the single.
Looking for my link.
That's all I got for now, but yeah.
All right. You want to go, John, or do you want me to go? Mine's really, lame, so you might want to end us. Finish us off,
Mine's
if you know
kinda
what I
long.
mean.
It's a lot of short ones, so go ahead.
I just said finish us off, and nobody...
I'm
You can
sorry.
just finish it. My humor's lost upon you guys. I'm just so highbrow.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's the heat that's cooking my brain.
I know. I'm wet for 3 reasons. I've been crying from laughing. I'm sweating, and other reasons. Woman driving a toy truck leads police on a slow speed pursuit. The quickest way to launch a pro wrestling career is to grab a child's motorized toy truck and get pulled over by the police. This is on Fox News, the weirdest and most bizarre crime stories of 2019. So hopefully we don't get sued because... Oh, by Greg Norman. You're welcome, Greg.
What's up, Greg?
What's up, Greg? South Carolina police in June charged a woman in Walhalla with public intoxication after she allegedly was found cruising down the road in a silver Power Wheels truck not far from her home, reports said. Police said 25-year-old Megan Holman avoided a DUI charge because her mode of transportation was a toy, not a vehicle, according to BuzzFeed News. Now, people can get a DUI on a bike, right?
A skateboard, a scooter.
Right. So how are
like
those
that,
not
yeah.
considered toys in a way?
I guess because a bike is street legal, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Power Wheels not, but...
Well, now we know how to get away with it. When investigators asked Holman to explain the situation, she said she was riding the toy truck as a part of a scavenger hunt, and that she wanted to be a professional wrestler like her father, and this was how to do it. The state newspaper reported. That's it for that story. We've all heard this one, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Man allegedly steals from store, then comes back to ask for a job application. There are plenty of ways to make your job resume stand out from the pile, but this isn't one of them. A man who applied for a position at a sporting goods store in Wyoming in April allegedly stole from the business twice on the same day, investigators say. The unidentified 36-year-old man first bought some items with a rewards card but did not pay for a pair of sunglasses and ammunition while he was there, the Gillette News reported.
Wait, Gillette has news?
I guess so.
It's like, our new razor's great.
Also,
He
then returned about 3 hours later, this time to ask for a job application. The man allegedly left the store after that encounter with 2 more pairs of sunglasses, according to the newspaper. The suspect, whose job application status wasn't clear, was cited for the alleged thefts. Police said they recovered the items.
Was he applying for inventory control?
Probably.
He's like, look how weak your security is.
I could take care of this. You know, this is actually a really good point. He could have been doing them a favor.
They did him a favor. Yeah. Lots of free stuff.
And then the man caught driving a stolen SUV on the way to bail out his brother, also arrested for stealing SUV. Police working this case must have felt some serious deja vu. A man in Kansas was arrested in November for driving a stolen SUV to bail out his brother, who had been jailed only hours earlier for stealing a separate SUV, authorities said. The first sibling caught was a 36-year-old Eric Dean McCracken. What a cool name.
His name's not Phil, right?
No.
Oh, sad.
He was arrested for driving a Chevy Trailblazer with a suspended license, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office said. Police then revealed they learned the SUV had been reported stolen. Hours later, his younger brother, obviously the dumber of the two, 32-year-old Keith Ray McCracken, was arrested after leading deputies on a short chase in a stolen 2015 Chevy Silverado that authorities were tracking through its GPS, the sheriff's office said. It is believed that the younger McCracken was en route to the Jackson County Jail to post bail on his older brother in a stolen vehicle, it added. They were reunited in jail.
That's awesome.
That's all I got for it was kind of weak, but...
No, that's funny, and I just love the idea of the older brother sitting in jail, and he sees his brother coming. He's like, hey, he stands up. He's like, you come to get me out? They just open the door.
Probably looked so crestfallen, you know.
Like, what did I tell you? Use the bus.
You always were
do you
an
remember
idiot.
why I was in here? Stealing an SUV, and you came to steal one to get me out?
So generations of inbreeding have produced the McCracken brothers.
Yep. And we can say that about them.
Well, a few weeks back, I remember I did a Florida Man story.
Okay.
So I thought I would stick with that theme, and I looked up some of the best Florida Man stories in the news in the last
Now we can
5
give
or
him shit
6
about
years.
that.
It's actually become a meme, Florida Man.
It has,
yeah.
That's
So
why,
I didn't know that till recently. So
You really are out of the loop.
I am out.
so
of
yeah,
the loop.
all I had to
I'm
look
judgy
up is best
peacocking you.
Florida Man stories, and it pops up. It was from something called Bored Panda. They had
Yeah.
60 of them listed, so I
Nice.
picked 5 of the ones I enjoyed to say through.
We're so old. It's called boredpanda.com. www. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just making fun of us.
https:// Okay, sorry.
Anyway, this one was from 2017 when Hurricane Irma was wreaking havoc on the coast. And a Florida sheriff had to do a public service announcement pleading with the citizens not to shoot at Hurricane Irma, saying it won't turn it around and it will have very dangerous side effects. He had to do that after there was a Facebook event called Shoot at Hurricane Irma. It got 53,000 people said they were interested in it, and 25,000 said they would participate on that Saturday evening.
So stupid.
The description of the event on Facebook said, "Yo, so this goofy-looking windy head-ass named Irma said they pulling up on us. Let's show Irma that we shoot first." And a bunch of people posted pictures of themselves in the, gathering storm clouds with rifles shooting up in the sky, some of which are holding American flags, of course.
America!
Yeah, and so the sheriff's office had to tweet, "To clarify, do not shoot weapons at Irma. You won't make it turn around, and it will have very dangerous side effects." And they even posted pictures showing what happens when you shoot a bullet up into a tropical storm and where the bullet's going to come back.
Okay, you're the guy that makes it so we have to have these warnings on things.
Apparently
Those
so.
are your brethren.
This is
Those
why
are your
you're at
people.
it. Don't eat 5-year-old pickles. Okay, so that was...
I'm kind of proud of you for eating the pickle. I think you should have kept going. You should have locked eyes with that dude.
And just
Oh,
kept
yeah.
eating it.
Yes.
Take another bite slowly as he's like stepping back, grabbing the phone to call 911.
He's a monster.
I can't see my face, but like passionate glare, just staring him in the eyes, just take another big old bite of the pickle. I'm like,
bites.
my eyes are all twitching, and so like, just like
Force it down.
choking it down. I'm almost
Maintaining
vomiting.
that eye contact.
Then I reach in, grab another pickle, take another bite.
He's like,
I slap another $1 on the counter and grab another pickle.
he's like, oh Lord, he's on number 4. Somebody, what do I do?
I'm like starting to convulse, like sweating and
Foaming at the mouth. The 911 operator's like, just get out of there. Get out of there.
We'll send help.
I was
SWAT is on the way.
I was so born to have been. I should have been born in Florida. I am from the wrong state. I would be on here if I was in Florida. Okay, so the next one. Bored pilot uses live tracking app to draw penis on his flight map.
Yeah.
He used this tracking app, and it shows like the route that you go, and it has like a yellow line on the map showing where you go. And he flew around and did a penis and testicles using his private plane.
His private plane.
Gives a whole new meaning to the word cockpit. Apparently, the one he traced over was 20 miles long on the map.
I want to meet that guy.
You can take the...
That man is an American hero.
Nobody ever really grows up. No 12-year-old ever
No.
becomes
No,
older
no.
than 12.
Nope.
No man, I mean.
Okay, this is a political one from the 2016 election. It says, the crustacean nation apparently is none too pleased with Hillary Clinton. Florida crabs are turning up after being defaced with vulgar political messages. People were catching crabs off the coast of Florida that had handwritten on them in Sharpies messages like this that says, Hillary is a lying bitch. Apparently someone caught a bunch of crabs, wrote vulgar anti-Hillary Clinton messages on them, and then released them back so other crabbers will find them.
It was the Trump campaign, and we all know it.
I can imagine Trump looking at these bags of crabs. Take this, Hillary. You know, dumping them in the bay. Couldn't you see that happening?
Have you practiced that?
No, I just...
That was good.
Anyway, okay, a couple more. Okay, a Florida man, of course, was arrested for Grand Theft Auto after stealing a $60,000 BMW after the dealership wouldn't let him purchase it with food stamps earlier in the day. He showed up at the dealership during the day to buy a BMW with food stamps, and of course, after he was denied, came back and stole it at night. Because, I mean, it's only fair, right?
Wait a minute. How much is a BMW?
It says $60,000.
In food stamp. He had 60 grand in food stamps.
Oh, no, I doubt it.
Oh.
The authorities finally caught up to him when he drove the car until it ran out of gas. And when they found him, they found out he had also stolen 60 sets of keys from the dealership just out of spite.
That would be a pain in the ass. And those fobs are expensive these
Oh, yeah,
days.
they're like $400 each.
Yeah.
At least. I have a whole bowl full of them I've stolen from the dealership.
So the last one, the most Florida man of all of them, 24-year-old Florida man was arrested in 2015 for assault with a deadly weapon when he pulled up to a Wendy's drive-thru at 1:30 in the morning and ordered a drink. And after they gave him a drink, he did what all of us would have done and threw a live alligator through their window as a prank and then drove off. It says, wow, hard to believe something like this would ever happen in that bastion of sanity and reason that is Florida. Before we judge, let's ask ourselves first, who among us hasn't at least thought about tossing an alligator through the drive-thru window at their local fast food restaurant?
I do it every time. I think about it, I mean.
I'm not sure if this is 100%, if this is accurate or if it's just the author being snarky, but he says, not surprisingly, the prankster's lawyer tried to claim his client was simply using the alligator to pay for his order. But a Wendy's spokesperson chimed in and said the restaurant chain has never accepted alligators as payment. I mean, armadillos, turtles, possums, sure.
Who hasn't paid
alligators?
with that? Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. Maybe it's because it was a live alligator.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I got a truck full of roadkill I'm hoping to put a down payment on a house.
The lawyers are insane in Florida, too, apparently.
I've been tempted just to take a crate full of, like, a wooden crate so no one can see what's inside, full of raccoons, into Wendy's and just let them loose and then walk out.
They would just be like, thank you for your order, sir, and get his payment.
Yeah, put them in the bathroom and don't tell anybody.
Then next time you go in there, there's going to be a warning label. Please do not. You know.
So anyway, yeah, that's your Florida man stories of the day.
Well, fantastic. We forgot to put in another break, but that's fine. I'll just find a spot for it, for the sponsorship thing.
Okay.
Hopefully by the time we get, and I can cut all this out, but hopefully by the time we get more listeners, because, you know, the amount of likes we get obviously isn't...
Listeners.
Yeah, people that are actually listening, so...
That's what I'm saying. If we do some clips, that might help.
Yeah, exactly. When we get more listeners, we should be able to get a different sponsorship other than Anchor FM. Not that I have anything against them.
Right, but that's not
They
the
paid us
basic.
$1.20. So it's more than anybody else has.
More than Pepsi has. Bastards.
Coke, Pepsi, Anheuser-Busch,
So before we...
Vagisil.
One of these things is not like the others.
Anyway, I could just see Zach at Target buying some Vagisil, and the checker's like, "Oh man, it must be embarrassing buying this for your girlfriend or your wife." Oh, yeah, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Could you hurry up and just get that in a bag for me?
I'm very itchy.
Well, you apply it if I pay extra.
Oh.
If I pay double, you apply it.
Everything goes on in Target parking lot. Just real quick before we close tonight, I wanted to tell you, we went to, I don't know why we keep going back, we went to that Sonic by the B Stadium.
Sonic.
It's, what stadium is that? What's it called now?
Smith's
Ballpark.
Is it still
Is it now
Still
that,
Smith's?
or is it something else now?
else.
Oh.
I think it's still Smith's
Whatever,
Ballpark.
Covey.
No, it was
something.
Franklin Covey back in like the 90s.
What? That was like
Franklin
10 years
Quest.
ago. Big deal.
Franklin Covey,
Spring
Mobile. I think it's been Smith's Ballpark
Okay.
for a while though. Anyway.
Well, the Sonic over there, and first of all, I love Sonic's food. As far as fast food goes, it's pretty good. And you can tell I'm a connoisseur of fast food if you could see me. But the one that's in this particular area by this ballpark where we have our local baseball team is just a shit show of humanity. And I went there again this week with my son and with Megan to get some ice cream. And there, first of all, I had this like crazy guy come up to me, and I didn't really know what he was asking. I don't know if he was asking for money, but I just said, "I'm sorry, I don't have any cash," because he was not clear about what he was asking.
Uh-huh.
But and honestly, I've seen a guy walking with his pants down in front of this Sonic, and then we're eating and we're just trying to enjoy ourselves, and then this other guy comes up and just stands in front of my car, and just stands there, like really uncomfortably close, and I was like, so like, oh, I guess it's time to go, and so we start pulling out, and he starts like walking with my car, and I'm just like, dude, I'm gonna run your ass over. Anyway, I just would like to remind you all that that is an awful place.
The Sonic is awful, and it's the only one in the city too.
Yeah, they've closed them in a couple other places.
Yeah, there isn't another in the Salt Lake metro area. I think
Right.
the closest one's in like Layton or something.
No, there's one in West Valley right around the corner from my house.
Is
but
there?
yeah, I can walk to it.
There's
But,
Okay,
they closed
'cause-
the one in
but it's not
Draper.
close to you guys. You
No,
know?
yeah, the one here sucks, and I've been complaining about it for decades, like back from the 90s.
But for
I
some
hated
reason-
the service of that Sonic, and it's just as bad today.
Well, while I'm either thirsty and or hungry, I forget that,
Yeah.
and I decide to go. And I just have this like recurring amnesia.
Well, they do have some good food, but the service just
It's not even
bites, man. It
the
just
service
blows.
sucks too. I mean, I didn't even talk about that, but the people who take your order are just like dicks, you know.
They just don't care.
They don't care, and like they make you feel like you're bothering them. You know,
right?
Is that it? Is that it?
Okay. Are you done yet?
I'm not kidding. It's like they haven't said that with their words, but it's like, is that it? Is that it? No, it's not it. I ordered a drink. I'm going to order more. Do you want me to stop?
Do you want a paycheck?
Yeah, and it's just, and then they always like forget what I ask for. Anyway, good food. I love their drinks. The commercial should be a little more realistic and have like drunk and high homeless people and bitter, cynical order taker people.
Gen Z people.
Leading to bitter, cynical customers and patrons.
And that one guy who was walking with his pants down around his ankles, waving his arms. I remember that guy good. He was interesting.
By the way,
work in fast food when you were like in high school?
Yeah.
I didn't. I got lucky.
Yeah, I worked at Wendy's for my first job.
Nice.
We were never intentionally dicks to people. We do stupid prank stuff like we'd cover our mouths over the drive-thru just so they'd have to ask us several times, like, what was that again? Like, we'd repeat their order with our hand over our mouth. I guess that's kind of being a dick, but we wouldn't keep it going too long. And I remember we would change our accents over the speaker.
Uh-huh.
Like, we'd do, like, a pirate voice or something while we're doing it, or, try and do, like, an Irish or a Scottish accent.
I didn't do that job long enough to enjoy any of those pranks.
I was there for, like, over a year. Like, my whole... senior year of high school, so you have to find ways to entertain yourself. So.
Yeah, for sure.
I understand why some of those people want to have some fun with the job, but just flat out not caring is,
I don't mind that. If you want to be, funny, that's fine.
I'd have been fine if people did that.
I've actually encountered once in a while somebody who had a good sense of humor, and I talked to them through the order box, but usually they're just, so.
Anyway, Sonic is endorsing us. We are getting paid by Sonic for our glowing endorsement.
We're trashing them right here on the
air. Hey, we said they had good food.
That's what they're advertising, good food. They never say that their service is awesome.
Or they
just put one in an area that's not sketchy as all hell.
And riddled with heroin needles.
Yeah, and then
is that where you
hire
get
employees who give a damn, and I'll start going back to Sonic.
Right.
Should say something, though, that my estranged sister-in-law used to work there, so there you go.
All right.
All right, that's going to do us for this week. Thank you for listening. Please rate us. Give us a 5-star rating, or don't rate us at all. Well, no, please give us any rating.
I'll take a 1 at this point.
But yeah, let us know what you'd like us to talk about, because we can tear apart anything and we can make fun of anything. You have a sick child with cancer, we can make it funny. So
shit. That's a tall order, all right.
That one came out of the blue.
Did your husband just leave you? We'll make you laugh about it.
Yes.
So.
Absolutely, Jason will. He's got that right.
Let us know what you want to hear about. Otherwise, we'll continue to just talk about stuff.
Random crap.
Yeah, if you don't give us something to talk about, we're going to keep doing the stupid shit we do. So
unless you like that. And if that's the case, leave us 5 stars.
Yeah, there you go.
The circle is complete. All right, guys, have a good week.
Link and I are going to go to bed. Bye.